Today's Colosseum game features the Bene Gesserit group stage, a very close and tight group stage. These are your current standings. We have Halo Dad in first, Ghost Capital in second, Knight Eidolon, who is going to be playing in this game, on third with 3 points, 3 games played, 10 points. Then we have in fourth position Martel BYM, who's also going to be playing in this game with 2 games played and 7 points. So for him to progress, he needs to get a win. Same with Knight, by the way. Devo K, who's also part of this game, is in fifth place right now with 3 games played and 6 points. So if he wants to even have a chance to get second in this tournament, or in this group stage, he needs to get a win. So good luck to him. M Witty in sixth place, Hodor in seventh place, and Raymond C, who is the final contestant of today's Bene Gesserit group stage game. He has played 2 games and has 4 points. So for him to make it through the group stage, he needs to get a win at least and get to 10 points in 3 games. And the next game that he plays needs to almost be like at least a first or a second in order for him to make it to the top 2. So good luck to each and every one of these players. Let's get into the game. Okay, it's gonna be an 8-tier game. Let's look at it. We have Guild Envoy. Okay, nice. Some Spacing Guild. Okay, Wheels, which is an S-tier card in the Uprising. In Bloodlines. Eliminate Allies, another Emperor card. Okay. So Keys to Power, some Spacing Guild synergy. And finally, Arrakis Revolt. So some Fremens. Okay, I mean, the biggest card on this row is probably like Keys. Keys is really, really strong. 2 spice on going, like, once you probably pick up Emperor. And going to Emperor is kind of nice because Deliver Supplies is a fantastic contract. Eric Keen is a fantastic contract as well, right? Some pretty good contracts. Let's start. Okay, right. Let me make sure they're not waiting on me. They don't look like they're waiting on me. But yeah, they can start. So Devo K is sitting in first pick. Raymond C is sitting in second pick. Knight Elon in third and Martel in fourth. Let's see what this pick order is going to be. I mean, I'm looking at this row. I'm thinking like training depots on the row. I'm thinking transports on the row. I see server receivers on the row. I mean, in terms of these techs, in terms of these like leaders, I would love to pick like first position here. I think first is fine because like Wheels is lovely, right? And you just go like dutiful service first action, maybe try to proc Wheels early on. The commanders are very like terrible. I mean, the thing is since Wheels is on the row and you could probably pick up a go dutiful service early on, maybe you have the ability to maybe get loyal early on, right? And maybe you pick up the loyal commander at some point. But these commander skills are probably the absolute worst you could get. Desperate, loyal, horrendous. But yeah, we're gonna see a Hassimir picked in for wow, okay, Hassimir, and then Asmar. Really, nobody picking position 1. Really, okay. So Knight Adelon decides to pick up position 1 here, which I think should have been the first pick anyways. But I don't know. We'll see. Looks like now we're gonna see what does Josh do. Martel goes to Romber in second position, which is fantastic. Romber in second position is lovely. Kind of ideal for him, right? First, second position for Romber is fantastic because he loves to get commanders, right? Because his commanders are worth, or starter commanders are worth 3 instead of 2. So for each starter commander, if he stacks them up quickly, he basically gets a lot of strength in. Mainly for tier 3 combats. That's kind of where it gets like really, really good. We see a Tessia picked in second position, or Tessia picked in probably, I think, third. And then we see Devo K, who's picked up, I think, Hassimir in first, is going to be sitting in fourth position. So Tessia with Knight Eidolon in first position. Martel BYM with Romber in second position. Tessia, this is what Tessia does if you guys want to, pause the video and see what it does herself. There's a lot to read. I'm not going to go through all of it. Romber, his heavy lasgun cannons make his commanders 3s, Ixian technology. Then we have Hassimir, again, a simple leader, just allows you to trash cards or put a spy on Emperor. And you can try anytime you trash a card, you get a Solari. And then we have Asmar, again, gives you a new space called 2x Siege. And once you get 2x Siege, and if anybody else goes to 2x Siege, you get an Intrigue. And if you go to 2x Siege, you get a Solari. And his Signet Ring allows you to maybe smuggle some spice away from one of the harvest spaces, even from his own siege himself. So he gets a little bit of flexibility. Let's go here. I think this is fine. Oops, sorry. Yep, this should be good now for the view. Okay, let's continue the game. Maybe I should make him a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay, this is good. Yeah, you guys don't need to see the points from Romber here. All right, so Romber goes to Assembly Hall first action. Interesting. Why Assembly Hall? Oh, he wants to pick up Training Depot. That's right. Okay, round 1 Training Depot. We see Spice Refinery taken from Tessia. I guess she wants to go like deliver supplies or dutiful service. I'm surprised Tessia didn't open with like dutiful service. I guess she wants to pick up the commander, but like these commander skills are so bad. Not quite sure what that's about. We see a Hassimir going to accept contract. Interesting. Why would Hassimir not just go to What? If I was asking me, I would just go Desert Tactics and trash, or even go gather support first and then go Desert Tactics. But the odds of you seeing Desert Tactics are pretty low in like what is that, sixth, one, two, three, seventh action of the round one. But you never know, right? I would have liked tactics from Hasimir, but it's fine. We see an Esmar go straight up to his own siege. Interesting. Okay, he goes to his own siege. Oh sorry. Let me make this right here. Yeah, he goes to his own siege instantly. That's crazy. Okay. I guess he has no other space to go to. I mean, he literally doesn't. I guess he's looking to go gather support. Oh my god, Hesmar might be in a position where he might have to early reveal here. Oh, he does find a card. Okay, he does draw a card off his own siege. He gets a spice, he gets a Solari, and he draws a card, which is actually pretty good value on his own siege for round one. Is he looking to get second in this combat because that will allow him to buy a commander? Maybe he wants to get first in this combat. Who knows? No, he's looking to maybe get second or third in this combat. He does have 2 daggers. We're gonna see a dutiful service play from Tessia most likely. Picks up a secrets contract, which is lovely. Okay, nice. And does she pick up a commander? No, she doesn't. Well, she agrees that the commander skills are pretty bad. What does he have Fremkit from Romber? I mean, everybody's been drawing daggers here. I mean, Romber has 2 daggers. Not only does he have 2 daggers, but he also has a combat intrigue. Ripples in the sand. Three swords. If you have one or more sandworms in the conflict, you get an intrigue. So a lot of flexibility here for Romber Bernius here. We see Desert Tactics and Passier finally goes to Desert Tactics, and he's going to be trashing what I would expect is going to be dagger, unless he wants to trash Dune and maybe. Looks like he's going to trash his Dune. Interesting. Okay. Trashes Dune. Gets a Solari. Looks like he's probably going to go deliver supplies next round and get the 1 Solari with his Seek allies. Not only that, he's also going to pick up a Solari from just going to deliver supplies, and he's going to have 2 Solari. We're going to see a Esmar go to whatever. Okay, this is deliver supplies. Esmar's maybe looking to go deep desert at some point, possibly. I mean, to be fair, he has no other better space. Two's persuasion to buy from Tessia. This should be a wheels. I mean, you have 1 bump at Emperor. Really? Eliminate allies. No way. You should almost be buying wheels and wheels here. I mean, Rumber's not going to be saying no to wheels, right? I mean, he has 4 persuasion. This is. But yeah, I mean, it's a spy, and eventually, if you do get influence on Emperor, you'll just get Solari back on wheels. This is a really, really good card for Rumber here. And if Rumber's gonna go heavy on commander skills, well, he needs to have Solari to feed those commanders. So interesting. We're gonna see 5 persuasion from who is this? 5 persuasion from Hasimir. I think this is gonna be an interesting choice. Does he go calculus of power? Or does he go keys to power? He goes keys to power instead of calculus of power. So a different card. Guild Envoy I wouldn't really rate for Hasimir. Calculus of power is a really good card for Hasimir. But I guess this is fine. Keys to power is fine. But he doesn't really have 2 influence on Emperor anytime soon. I don't know how he's gonna pull this off. To be fair, it does give him spacing access, so it's not that bad. I would highly consider Emperor. Sorry, Calculus Power, because he does have his Signet Ring. His Signet Ring allows him to put a spy on Emperor, and then he just plays Calculus Power to put the spy back on, and goes to go Emperor to trash a card, and then eventually maybe he can pick up wheels. Keys to power. No, I don't know. It's interesting. Oh, Romber goes for the win here. Interesting. Okay, so that actually screws over both that screws over both Tessia and Esmar here. Wow. Okay, so Tessia and Esmar get nothing. Hasimir is happy with the 2nd place. He gets his water back that he just went to Desert Tactics with. He finds his daggers again, which is not really ideal. I mean, what does Hasimir do in this position? Does he go assembly hall into tactics? What does he Romber go into Fremkit? So, oh my god, and he draws absolutely crazy. I mean, he's 6 persuasion to buy. I mean, this is gonna be a lovely pickup from Rumber. He's gonna buy Arrakis Revolt here. And he has 6 persuasion, so he's gonna pick off he's gonna be able to trigger a training depot as well. Oh my god. So we have Secrets contract here from Tessia. We have the Deliver Supplies contract here from Hasimir, and we have Training Depot picked up from Rumber. Hasimir goes to Haga Basin. Oh, I guess this might be a server receivers pickup from Hasimir, which is definitely an interesting pickup. I don't know. I mean, Hasimir, I feel like should be going to like dutiful service if he wants to go trigger wheels or sorry keys to power early on, right? But I guess Haga's fine too. Maybe get some spice to go like, server receivers-ing. I kind of like keeping the water as Hasimir, right? Maybe you get to keep the water and maybe go like Desert Tactics again. Refinery from Esmar, which I think is perfectly fine. I think that's probably the right play. Maybe he looks to go High Council, maybe even Deliver Supplies or Dutiful Service again. I don't know, Deliver Supplies, maybe he can pick up extra water and then go like Deep Desert next round and maybe smuggle some spice off of the other spaces, right? And get like a lot of spice. Maybe look to buy like Shuttle Fleet. Again, Shuttle Fleet is a fantastic tech for whoever gets it. So Shuttle Fleet allows you to get 2 influence anywhere you want. And then you get to, at the start of every round, you get 2 spice, 2 Solari. The Chom Transport's not really an interesting tech for now. Nobody's really committing to the contract strategy except for Tessia, who's kind of gone to a contract strategy. Finds or eliminate allies. Imagine if that was wheels within wheels. That would have given Tessia maybe a spy instead of a dagger. Server receivers from, I think probably is going to be a server receivers play from Hasimir. But yeah, Romber's more than happy to just go to Siege here. He's more than happy to win this combat as well. Why would you not deploy 3 in here? I mean, you have a training depot active. Why would you not deploy 3? Like worst case scenario, you get second and you get 4 Solari, and best case scenario, you win the combat. Is your worry that Asmar is gonna go desert tactics and like try to beat you in the combat? But you have training depot. You're gonna be at least on 8 persuasion or 8 strength, and nobody has the water for research station, so you would guarantee yourself the combat win here. Hasimir goes deliver supplies, which is not a big fan of deliver supplies here. I think dutiful service might have been better for him. Because the thing is, he doesn't have to complete the dutiful supplies contract right now. He could go dutiful service this round, go dutiful service next round with his Diplo, and then maybe proc keys to power for his deliver supplies, and then go get some spice with deliver supplies. Yeah, not fully sure on the I'm not a big fan of even buying keys there, but since he has bought it, at least commit to the strategy. Picks up Desperate on round 1, revealing Canny, which I think is going to be a really good pickup for, I guess, Hasimir himself. I guess Hasimir probably goes Desert Tactics next round, or not even Desert Tactics. He probably goes to Gather Support next round, right? Huh, interesting. Dutiful Service from Asmar, which I think is probably the right choice. Probably he's going to pick the Arakeen contract. Because ideally, Asmar would have loved to go to Deliver Supplies. Right, that's what we're kind of expecting. Picks up the other Desperate. Really? Why would you not pick up the... wow. I would go Canny there. Because you know you have your ring next round. So, like, next round, you could probably go, like, Desert Tactics with your ring. Or I guess maybe, or Desert Tactics with your Diplo and then play ring to, like, gather support. I don't know. I feel like... But I guess if Esmar is setting up for Deep Desert, then sure, fine. By all means, don't go Desert Tactics. But I would have liked Esmar to maybe consider going for Canny. I mean, Canny in the long run is just better than Desperate, right? It's not like you're deploying your commander right now. And even if you deploy next round, unless the combat's like a match for you, what do you get out of it? We see Tessia decide to go to Imperial Basin. She's gonna go down on Bene to go up on Emperor. Okay, so she does proc her Emperor stuff, or any sort of Emperor synergies, which would make even more sense if she bought wheels now. So a little bit confused on why Tessia chose to buy eliminate allies over wheels and wheels, but oh well. We'll figure it out. So Hasimir rolls for Rumble rolls for 6 persuasion, gets a troop back from Arrakis Fold. He's gonna be tying Hasimir here for 2 daggers. Hasimir's unfortunately not gonna be buying anything. We're gonna see 4 persuasion from Asmar, which is probably gonna be either a calculus power or Sardaukar coordination. It's gonna be Sardaukar coordination. Interesting. I mean, you're probably gonna get a spy from Arakeen. I would have maybe considered buying Calculus Power, but I think Sardaukar Coordination is also fine, right? We see Tessia is gonna get the ability to pick up Calculus Power, which she'll probably pick up, right? I mean, it's a lovely card for her, right? She can maybe use Calculus Power to trash eliminate allies, right? Since they're both Emperor cards. Well, it's not the fact that they're both Emperor cards. One of them is an Emperor. One of them is an Emperor card. Well, sorry, they're both Emperor cards, but only one of them actually has to do with the tag. And that being, eliminate allies, because Calculus Power allows you to trash the card. I'm surprised by why Romber didn't actually decide to go hammer on the combat. Like, he gets 2 troops back, he gets the flag, and he gets a future match as well. Not quite sure why Romber didn't deploy 3 in there, because he went to siege, right? He had the ability to deploy 3, he just chose not to. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna see a Yep. Oh, Swordmaster on round 3, but you have guess what? You're trying to play your Diplo afterwards. Okay, this might be a Swordmaster. I guess it's not a bad idea, but also it's not even a good idea because you have your spy on Swordmaster. So what's best case scenario? You still get worst case scenario, you still get Swordmaster anyways, right? You have a spy there. The only thing is that maybe you get false ordered, right? That's the one issue. But yeah, I'm not quite sure what a refinery here is. Like, if I was Hasimir here, I would definitely go on dutiful service last round and then go on dutiful deliver this round, and then try to proc wheels, or even go dutiful into buying a tech or something. We're gonna see Rumber pick up Kenny, yeah, which makes sense. Now he also has enough persuasion to actually proc Training Depot again. So Rumber is absolutely building like a tank here because if he wins this combat too, he gets the Solari he needs for Swordmaster. We're gonna see, or not get wins the combat. He gets second in the combat, but he probably will still see the Solari for Swordmaster at some point. Let's see. Where'd Tessie go? Tessie went Espionage, puts a spy on Eric Keen. Interesting. Eric Keen's is a peculiar space. Why Eric Keen? Why not like on a faction space? Because you have 2 faction access cards. You have your Calculus Power and you have Eliminate Allies. And you kind of want to take those 2 faction spaces. Wow. I mean, I just don't understand Hasimir's game here. I mean, going to server receivers, really? What does server receivers do for you? You don't have Spice, right? Like you've spent your ring going to you already spent your ring this round. So what's the plan? I mean, like server receivers objectively does nothing for you this round, except for the fact that maybe does something for you next round. Yeah, don't fully get why Hasimir decided to go for server receivers. I don't mean that. To be fair, it's been a little bit difficult for me to understand Hasimir's play in general, but I guess maybe Raymond has a different idea of what to do than maybe me, because obviously I have my own values and priorities. Maybe Hasimir or Raymond decides to value other things, which is fair enough. Okay, so if Rumber gets Haga Basin here, oh my god, we are going to be seeing a lot of fireworks. I mean, he's going to have 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 persuasion. He's going to have 5 persuasion. He can't even proc Training Depot, but he was going to have Canny, and he's going to go to, oh my god, Rumber might be seeing Haga Basin here, and he's going to be loving life because that's going to proc his wheels for Solari for the rest of the game. Not only is he going to proc wheels for the rest of the game, he'll also get Solari if he wins the combat, meaning he gets Swordmaster next round, and once he gets Swordmaster, then he just starts playing wheels to, deliver supplies or something, and gets the value from wheels. He can also take wheels to maybe Sardaukar at some point, or even just go Emperor, just go Sardaukar himself at some point, and just go Oh, I see the spy from. I see why Tessie put the spy on Arakeen, because she wants to go to Spice Refinery for Swordmaster. Okay, all right, fine. I guess that makes sense. But the problem is like she has a ring next round. She has Calculus Power next round. Oh, Rumba doesn't have yellow access, so I guess Rumba is looking for yellow access. I think that's what the plan is, right? What are the odds he gets yellow access? 1, 3, and 6. So it's a 1 and 3. It's 50-50. Does he risk it? That's the question. Does Rumba risk having yellow access? I didn't even realize Rumba had no yellow access, but oh my god, this is gonna be interesting. If I was Rumba here, I might even consider going Desert Tactics. Like, because the thing is, like, you're not seeing Swordmaster next round, right? We already know that. You're not seeing Swordmaster next round. So let's go Desert Tactics, trash a card. Get yourself some water. Get yourself another troop. Hammer the next combat. You also prevent Hasimir from going Desert Tactics and maybe stop him from getting another trash off. But I mean, if I was Rumba here and I don't have access to yellow here, I'm probably just gonna go to Desert Tactics. No, he's gonna gamble on the 50%. Oh my god, he's gonna gamble for yellow, isn't he? And he hits it. Oh my god. Not only does he hit it, he also gets 6 persuasion now, which is going to proc for another spy. He's going to have a total of 3 spies by the end of this round. Oh my lord. Yeah, I mean, Hasimir is just not going to be in position to beat Romber here. Yeah, I mean, this game, Romber took the gamble of hitting 50-50, and he got there. He wins this combat with the worm. He ends up getting Solari for Swordmaster. He reveals wheels and wheels for a spy. Oh my god. I mean, Romber is absolutely loving life, and his spies should probably be going on, like, I would think one of them maybe goes on Haga Basin, because, he does want to go Haga and Way Worm. He does maybe also want to consider maybe putting one of the spies on, like, dutiful service, deliver supplies or spacing, and maybe one of the spies on Fremen, just so that his wheels has abilities to draw. Maybe he wants to maybe put one of those spies on like Eric Keen, so for future draw as well. We see Hasimir trying to work on his contracts or his dutiful service play so that he can maybe proc wheels at some point during the game, which would make sense. Yeah, I don't fully understand the service heroes pickup, but oh well, we'll see. Esmar, what do you do? Esmar is gonna have 4 persuasion to buy, and does he go for the all-knowing Imperial Shock Trooper? He does have Emperor cards. He does have Sardaukar Coordination. He could pull it off, but it wouldn't be that good for him. Like Sardaukar Coordination only reveals, but like Sardaukar Coordination is also has a great on-play effect. Sorry, let me just stack that on. There we go. Now we're gonna see Tessie River with 3 persuasion. What is she gonna pick up? B spoils? No way, right? Okay, she's gonna go for a guild envoy. Revealing Sandwalk, by the way, this is one of the newer. This is the community. This is one of the cards that I added into my own mod. So does Romber go for Sandwalk here? No way. I think Romber probably just picks up. What I would expect is just maybe Chani. Does he have? He does have Fremen. He does have Arrakis Revolt. So Chani's not that bad of an option for him. The other thing is he could also consider maybe buying Beast Spoils. He is gonna get 2 matches here, right? He's gonna have the Emperor. Sorry, he's gonna have the Trash from Chris Knife. And he's gonna get this combat, which is gonna get the Ornithopter. And if he plays Beast Spoils, he gets a troop and he gets a trash, which to be fair has that's a pretty good on play effect. Like you can take this like Siege Tubber, you get a trash, you trash one of your daggers or whatever, and you get a troop, so you can hammer the combat as well. And you reveal for your Arrakis Revolt. Oh, actually, I would highly consider buying Beast Spoils. And late game, you could also trash Beast Spoils, but also Chani's not bad. I think Chani's also fine because he has Arrakis Revolt, so it does make sense. What does Hasmir pick up? He does also have Chris Knife, right? He does have a Chris Knife, so anybody with a Chris Knife gets a trash off of Beast Spoils. So they'd be more than happy to pick up Beast Spoils. No, Hassimir's gonna instead choose to go for a Prepare the Way, and he's just stacking up his decks with stacking up his deck with like a whole lot of nothing. I mean, Keys to Power is fine. He has Swordmaster, I guess. So I guess he can start playing his. I guess he can play his Signet Ring to like Dutiful Service, and then he just gets like 3 faction runs. Like he just goes to Dutiful Service, spacing, and then he goes like Diplo to Tactics or something. I guess that could also be an idea, right? If you just play 3 faction accesses every round, you score like 1.5 points every round. You do that like for like 3 rounds, you get like 4.5 points, and that should be. I mean, that's a pretty good strategy. He does find all this stuff, by the way, so that's huge. What does Esmar do? I mean, Esmar has Swordmaster money. I think he should be going Swordmaster. What's interesting is that Rumber is now not going to be getting Swordmaster because I forgot Esmar scored Solari from the combat. So Esmar's going to get Swordmaster and then probably go to what I would expect is going to be like Dutiful Service, right? Yeah, I mean, you have to open Swordmaster here. Deep Desert? What? If Esmar doesn't go Swordmaster here, he's not going to be seeing Swordmaster. I think you have to go to Swordmaster here. Nobody's stopping you from taking Deep Desert. I guess you are getting stopped on Deep Desert because you don't have yellow to go Deep Desert. So, but the question is like, who's getting the water for Deep Desert? I guess you could argue that somebody somewhere will get it. Like if they have 2 actions to score, 2 water, shouldn't be too difficult. Because people can also just go gather support, and there's a commander there, so people are more than happy to go gather support. What did Rumber put aside? He put aside his ring. Ah, okay. Yeah, I think it's Swordmaster here. Yeah. I would consider Swordmaster, but it's hard. It's definitely hard to say between what's better, between High Council or between Swordmaster or Deep Desert here. Yeah, looks like he's gonna go for Swordmaster. Gonna smuggle spice off of Imperial Basin. Interesting. He's gonna pick up the. Is he gonna pick up the trashing tech? No way, right? It's too early to pick up the trashing tech. You don't have enough spice for that. Not even the spice for that. It's like you just don't have enough cards to trash as well. Like that doesn't really make too much sense to pick up the tech there. I mean, Hasimir by all means should probably just go Dutiful Service, right, and then maybe go like Dagger to, or even play Wheels with Keys to Power to High Council. Pick up the disposal facility and maybe trash the dagger on reveal or trash the dagger from hand and then maybe go to like Fremkit afterwards, right? With his ring. I mean, seems pretty good. Yeah, like I think Hasimir is in a pretty good spot. He just goes Dutiful Service with his with Diplo. He draws a card. He goes to High Council. He buys Disposal Facility, trashes a bunch of cards, and hopefully finds himself in a position where he can actually get some value out of a good card. Okay, Tessie ends up going High Council, not Sword. Oh, it doesn't matter. She can't even get Swordmaster. Oh my God! Wow. What an intrigue from Tessie, by the way. Counselor's ambition to get 2 water, and she did just get a C on the High Council. Not only that, but she also has Unexpected Allies, which allows her to spawn a worm on, anytime she wants. So this is fantastic. Tessia is probably going to be picking up the High Council Commander. Yeah, she's going to pick up Driven. Round 4 Driven isn't too bad, but also like the rest of the commander skills are just loyal. So, and only one person is going to be interested in loyal right now, and that is Prince Romber Vernius. So where did Rumble put his spies? Yeah, he put his spies exactly where I thought. One of them is on Fremen, one of them is on Haga, and the other one is on Spacing, which does make sense because he does have Wheels and Wheels. I might have considered putting one of them on Eric Keen, but just for the draw. But I think this is fine. Romber is gonna go hog a basin here. He does have a negotiator, but unfortunately is not gonna be enough to. That negotiator is not gonna be enough to purchase a tech here. Romber's gonna pick up a negotiator on gather support. He's gonna probably. Yeah, he's gonna buy the commander. What does he buy? Does he pick up loyal, a visionary loyal? Or does he go charismatic? I don't think charismatic either. If he goes charismatic, then anytime he deploys a card, yeah, I think charismatic is better because the loyal might be active at some point during the game, don't get me wrong, but Training Depot just activates with charismatic. So this is either way, this is fantastic. We have the commander skills here. Okay, so dutiful service from Hasimir, which I think is correct. He should probably recall the spy here. He does recall. He should be going to High Council afterwards, and then leave, and then probably go like Fremkit after going High Council. Okay, he picks up the double Harvest 3 contracts, which is nice. That maybe allows him options to maybe eventually pick up Chum Transports, right? He completes 4 contracts. He does have 2 contracts completed. He's completed 1 contract already. He's completed 1 contract and has 2 contracts open that are easily able to be completed at some sort of Haga Basin. So let's see. So we see Esmar go to Arakeen. Okay, he's gonna go Arakeen here. He's gonna get the troop in, and he was unfortunately looking to maybe get water to go deep desert. Oh, sorry, he's trying to looking to get yellow access to go deep desert, but it's fine. Oh no, it's not fine because Tessia just found deep desert. Oh my god, that water! I just realized that water that Tessia found is gonna absolutely take away deep desert from Esmar. So Tessia is actually gonna go deep desert right now. As a matter of fact, she has literally nothing better to do. Her other choices are going to refinery. She has literally nowhere to go. She either goes accept contract or deep desert. Oh my god, what a top deck from Tessia. Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh my god, if I was Tessia, I'm going deep desert here. This is crazy. This is what? Oh my god, this is insane. Tessia, you've been given a gift and you're throwing it away. Oh my god. She could have gone deep desert right now, and that would have absolutely foiled Esmar's plans here. I mean, luckily for her, Esmar didn't find any yellow access, so he can't actually pull off deep desert right now. Meaning, even though she gave up deep desert right now, she just gets deep desert next round, um, assuming she wants to take it. But this is crazy. Wow, I am so surprised by this. Oh my god. I mean, this is gonna be a high council play from Hasimir. What I'm expecting. I guess he could also go deliver supplies and maybe go like that, and then go like go what's it called Fremkit or something afterwards. Yeah, but this looks like this is gonna be a high council for disposal facility, trash a dagger on play, and then go Fremkit afterwards. Is probably what I'm expecting Hasimir to do. Right, he trashes a card, he gets a Solari. Yeah, I think this is fine. Wow, I mean, and this is gonna be a Fremkit, right? No, dutiful service. Oh, dutiful service. Probably the starter contract. Oh, now we're gonna see a absolute war on the Emperor Alliance because well, Esmar wants to go for the Emperor Alliance, right? And so does Rumber, right? Rumber wants to get that commander on Sardaukar. Well, maybe he doesn't, but he also has wheels and wheels. He might be interested in picking up. Yeah, I don't fully get Tessia not going deep desert there. Well, you see Rumber absolutely win the combat here. I mean, he's gonna be loving life. I mean, Rumber is in a pretty commanding position. Even though he doesn't have Swordmaster, look at his actions, right? He takes 2 actions and he just wins the combat on 1 commander because his commander is just so strong. His commander is worth 4. Not only that, he reveals Arrakis Vault for 3, and then he has Training Depot for 2 more. Oh my god, this is like insane. Like the fact that he reveals what 10 swords in like on a 1 commander is just crazy. Oh, his commanders are worth 3 as well. Oh my god, his commanders are worth 3, and then Canny makes them 5. Oh my god, this is gonna be such a gross game. We're gonna see. Oh, Asimov wanted to have find 6 persuasion there, so he could have trashed his recon. That was the plan, but unfortunately for him, he finds his dagger, and is probably. I mean, he probably should be deploying that 1 troop in. The question is, does Esmar actually win the combat here? He does, right? Yeah, because he goes 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god, Esmar wins this combat. He does plus 8 swords. This is such a gross reveal. He wins the combat here, Spice Refinery combat. Esmar forgot about Rumber forgot about Sardaukar coordination. And the what's it called? And the Imperial Shock Trooper. I guess that's why it makes sense why has Esmar decided to go to Arakeen because he wanted to put the spy on Emperor. So yes, this actually does make a decent bit of sense here. But the thing is, he's not gonna be seeing Deep Desert, even though he has a Sardaukar spice. He can't go see Deep Desert. But it's fine because he gets a spice from Sardaukar anyway. He gets a spice from the combat. Hasimir ends up picking Sardaukar standard. He would have loved to trash his what I would expect is going to be his recon would have been on reveal, but unfortunately for him is not going to be going his way for disposal facility. So a little bit unfortunate for him. The combat is going to be going Esmar's way. Yeah, Esmar wins this combat. He ends up taking it down. Um, yeah, I mean he's kind of loving life right now. He gets to go like High Council, maybe pick up, Shuttle Fleet possibly. But he realistically wants to go Sardaukar. That's the plan. Like he wants to go Sardaukar. He wants somebody to go to Spice Refinery. And thing is, does Tessia go to Spice Refinery or does Tessia go to Deep Desert? Because Tessia's in an interesting spot here. She could go Deep Desert, but she gives up the ability to go. She gives up the ability to go like Swordmaster. But how important is that ability to go Swordmaster? Deep Desert is 8 spice, by the way. It's hard to say no to 8 spice, but you never know. Let's see what Tessia's up to. Tessia, unfortunately, doesn't even have access to Swordmaster, so she is forced to go Deep Desert here, which I think is perfectly fine. Well, she's not even forced. She could actually go Deliver Supplies right now and maybe discard her Spacing Guild card to maybe find some. But that still wouldn't help. That still wouldn't help. Rumber finds Wheels and Wheels, which is kind of expected. He's probably gonna go to Fremkit, I would expect, and he gets the. Oh, maybe. Oh, you know what? Maybe Rumber's interested in going to Dutiful Service to pick up the commander to pick up the not the commander the contract. It is like a nice contract for him. Actually, with Tessia not getting Swordmaster, I think Rumber's just gonna go Spice Refinery here. Oh, he doesn't have to go Refinery. He can just go Fremkit. Oh my god, he goes Fremkit with his wheels. Yeah. Oh, or Haga. I forgot about Haga too. Oh my god, I forgot about Haga. Yeah. He gets to go Haga and he spawns a worm. This combat is Hagaable. Yeah. So he gets to Haga. He gets to worm this combat. He gets to get them Solaris. He gets to and he gets Swordmaster money. And that Swordmaster money should be good enough here to. Oh my god, he can actually buy Shuttle Fleet as well, can't he? Yeah, he can. Oh my god, Romber is going to be buying Shuttle Fleet here. Or does he want to buy Shuttle Fleet or does he want to buy Rapid Dropships? Which one's better for him? I don't know. I mean, either one's fine. I would consider buying. I wouldn't mind either one. Rapid Dropships is fantastic if you're planning on going to Sardaukar at some point. We see accept contract taken from Hasimir. He's gonna probably purchase those spices this round and probably gonna trash his dagger on reveal. Hasimir does have Swordmaster and does have High Council, but unfortunately did not find any of his faction access. All 3 of his faction access cards are currently bottom decked. How is he gonna draw through his faction access here? Does he go Eric Keen to try to find access and maybe go like Dutiful Service afterwards? And maybe try to find Spices still afterwards. Like there's a lot of options Hasimir has, but he definitely needs to draw a card. That's definitely like what we're thinking is Hasimir needs to find a draw card. Needs to find a way to draw a card. What does Esmar do here? Esmar, I mean, you have to go Deep Desert, right? Unless you want to go Siege right now. You can't go Siege. So Esmar is in a position here. Like, I'm just confused by the fact that Tessia just really loves just giving away Deep Desert to Esmar. Like, going Spice Refinery last round, I don't even understand what Refinery was. Like, you only getting to 5 Solari. So like you'd have to end up going to Refinery again for the Swordmaster money anyways. Is that what your plan was, to go Refinery again for Swordmaster? Because that just feels so inefficient. Because you just took 2 trips to Refinery and got basically no value out of it. And the thing is, you would have gone to Refinery for 0 spice, so it would have felt even worse. Yeah, I mean, if I was Tessia, I'll just like hit Deep Desert here. But Esmar is gonna go Deep Desert right now because, well, he has nothing better to do. Yeah. But the question is, what does Esmar do afterwards? I guess. Oh, Esmar can just go shipping. Esmar just goes shipping. He has a lot of spice here. He wouldn't mind going to shipping. He gets a bump up on maybe what I expect is going to be spacing. I don't hate going a bump up with Fremen either because there isn't a Arrakis Revolt. So at some point there is going to be like worms in the combat. Yeah, I mean, Hasimir is just absolutely just not Hasimir. Tessia is just going to Spice Refinery again and again, trashing some cards. I mean, even if she wins this combat, what does that do for her? She gets 2 more influence on Bene. I mean, like, Rumber's not losing this combat. It's just impossible. I mean, he's probably gonna buy Shuttle Fleet here, right? He's gonna get a Negotiator. Does he go Shuttle Fleet or does he go Rapid Dropships? Which one's better? He's gonna go for Shuttle Fleet here. Yeah, he's gonna Shuttle Fleet play from Rumber Vernius here. He's gonna pick up his Negotiators. He's gonna pick up his Shuttle Fleet, and he's gonna get 2 more influence. And the one influence is probably gonna be on Fremen. The other one's probably getting spacing. Yeah. I wouldn't have hated Emperor either if you were planning on going loyal, but I guess it's gonna be hard to go loyal because, well, he just spent all of his spice on going Shuttle Fleet. So this I think is fine as well because the next time he goes to Fremen, then he gets the Alliance. The next time he goes to spacing, he gets to activate his wheels for the full potential of 1 Spice and 2 Solari. So that's huge. We see Hasmir go to Arakeen, which is kind of expected, and he does find his faction access, which is actually not that good. This faction access he really wants to take to Espionage, but if he gets blocked on Espionage, he's going to be really, really sad. Yeah, I mean, Asimir has to go to Espionage here, and he needs to complete that contract. He's gonna go pick up the Spicy Slow contract, or he has the Spicy Slow contract, so he's gonna complete the Spicy Slow contract. And Hasimir is actually gonna be able to complete the Harvest 3 contract next round as well. So I think what Hasimir is gonna be doing is next round, I mean, this round he's gonna go to Espionage if he gets the ability to. And as a matter of fact, I mean, since we know we know that he's gonna get the ability to, because nobody else has any sort of, as nobody else has any potential here anyways. Because the only person with access to Espionage is Romber, and he doesn't have Spice, so it doesn't even matter. We're gonna see not shipping. Interesting. I mean, I don't know why Esmar wouldn't just go shipping and then High Council here, right? I feel like shipping High Council just makes so much sense. You can even buy Delivery Bay to get Solari, so that you can go like Sardaukar-ing, and you get like the Solari for Swordmaster, you get the Solari for Sardaukar. I would even consider maybe buying rapid dropships if you're gonna go Sardaukar with your non Sardaukar coordination, because there is an argument to try to go Sardaukar with not coordination, because then you would actually be able to trigger your coordination on reveal with like Shock Trooper, Beast Spoils, and you just go Sardaukar with your Diplo. That's an option. I would consider definitely going on shipping though. I would definitely say shipping was probably the line, and then go drop shipping. Right. Oh, you could even actually, yeah. I think shipping was probably really good for Esmar. Shipping into the bump up on Emperor, and then you go to buy, rapid drop ships. You can maybe deploy one troop in the combat depending on what Hasimir does as well. Right. Delivery Bay taken from Esmar here. He's gonna get some Solari this round. And as unfortunately, I mean, I guess he should have known that the top card of his deck was gonna be a dagger. The question is, how does Esmar navigate this? He's not even gonna be able to pull off 6 persuasion here. He's only gonna get 5 if he plays his Dune, and he's probably I guess he's gonna play his Dune to accept his own siege and draw a card. Okay, and hope to not draw another dagger. So we see Tessia pick up Maker Keeper. It seems, I guess, for the water. Finds Bombast. I guess she'd be more than happy to pick it up because it's an Emperor card. Maybe she can use it to trash with Calculus of Power. Don't know. Rumber's probably just gonna go to Fremkit here, draw a couple of cards. Maybe he finds like Arrakis Volt. Like, I think he just wants to draw through his deck so that he can like see wheels with more. He finds his ring more. He finds his like Diplo more, and he just gets more faction access going. I think it's gonna be a Fremkit, right? Yeah. Did he draw 2 or does he draw 1? He's gonna draw 2. Oh my God. Does he find Spices Slow? No, he missed Chani. Oh no, 3, 5, 6. Oh my God, he's gonna have 6, 7 persuasion. Oh my God, that Chani. If he had found like a Fremen on reveal or something, that would have been Spices Slow. But yeah, I do like this deploy from Romber here. Actually, maybe do I even like the deploy from here? Oh, does he expect Esmar to maybe Highliner? I mean, if I was Romber here, I would definitely consider checking out Esmar's deck. And I would probably keep track of where his Diplo was. And it looks like his Diplo is not in his hand. Hasmir is more than happy to go Espionage here, right? He's gonna purchase a Spicy Slow. He's gonna trash his Oh, I forgot about Standard. He fast Standard as well. He can just trash Standard on reveal. Did he trash Standard on reveal? Does he trash Dagon reveal? That part I don't know yet. Don't know which one's better. But I really liked Esmar going to like shipping High Council. I think that was probably the better line for Esmar. Shipping High Council and just buy rapid dropships. Like, I think that would have been way better for you in the long run. Especially because you have a starter contract as well. Like, you could even consider maybe buying the transports if you're feeling really, really visionary. But I don't know. I think you had to go shipping there. I guess Esmar's gonna spend his gold with gather support just to try to proc his delivery bay, which looks like that's gonna be the plan. And maybe he picks up rapid dropships on the way. Yeah, okay, maybe he picks up rapid dropships this way. He also deploys some troops with 1 troop in the combat and is gonna get away with a spice bag. So it's not that bad. I mean, he's gonna be able to pull it off. Yeah, lucky. He's so lucky that rapid dropships is still on the row. Otherwise, this would be like almost like a nothing move. But rapid dropships being on the row is fantastic for him. He goes rapid dropshipping. Does he want to pick up trunk transports? Is he ever considered that? I don't think so. Yeah, I think you just go rapid dropships here, right? Yeah. What? Whoa. What? A visionary transports player, ladies and gentlemen. This is a visionary transports player. How are you going to get the Solari to go High Council? How are you going to... I mean, you're definitely going to get the Spice to go Sardaukar. That's at least 1 contract completed. But how are you going to go High Council? And not only that, but you also need to be able to pick up 1 more commander. You also need to pick up Solari to go to High Council. Because you're gonna spend. I assume you're probably gonna spend that commander spice on going to. Yeah, I assume you're probably gonna spend that commander money or the Solari right now to go Sardaukar and pick up the commander. I mean, I guess you get 2 Solari from Delivery Bay, and you got absolutely saved right now because of the fact that Price and Object just got revealed. So I guess Esmar somehow knew that he was gonna be able to get the Solari to go High Council and Sardaukar, which I guess is fine. Truly visionary. Okay, I mean, maybe his transfer play does work out because he is going to get a decent bit of Solari here. He completes the contract here. Nice. He gets a bump up on spacing, which is nice. Okay, so Passamir's on 5 points right now. Next round, he has a Diplo and a Signet Ring, which is probably going to go to, like, Dutiful, or I think Espionage and Ember. Espionage and Spacing is probably going to be another option. I mean, yeah, Esmar getting Price and Object is huge, by the way. Because now that feeds him the Solari to go, like, High Council. So the question is, what does Esmar do here? Does Esmar go High Council first action? To maybe just, like, just go High Council and then maybe go and then go Sardaukar afterwards? No, that wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, Esmar wouldn't do that. That wouldn't make any sense for Esmar to do that because, well, like, then he doesn't get the Solari to get actually buy the commander, and the commander's, I think, a little bit more important to him. Well, not that it matters because he didn't even find access to the Sardaukar commander, but he has a bunch of Emperors. He has a bunch of Emperors just without Sardaukar coordination, which is why I think maybe Esmar should have found a way to draw another card. If Esmar found a way to draw another card, then he would have seen, like, the Beast Spoils together. He would have seen the Shock Trooper together with the Sardaukar coordination. So, not a big fan of the transports play. I would have maybe gone rapid dropships. But again, personal preference. I guess maybe he thinks he's gonna complete the contract. I mean, he totally could. To be fair, he does have 2 rounds to complete the harvest, to complete the contracts. It's also denial from Hasimir because Hasimir is obviously just gonna be going to, you know, to Exceed, completing both contracts. Maybe hit up like a High Council. Maybe pick up dropships. The combat does match for him, so he might be interested in picking up rapid dropships here and maybe just hammering the combat. And then the question is, what does he do afterwards? Like, he hammers the combat, sure, right? But then what? Like, he hammers the combat for a match, which is 6. He spends 3 special points, 7. And then maybe he gets a moment 1, like, spacing, 8. Sorry, when I say 8, I mean, like, the alliance would be 8. That's not bad, actually. It's not bad. And the next round, all Hasimir has to do is just go Dutiful Service, buy a Spices Low, right? He just needs to get the Emperor Alliance and the Spices Low. Oh, actually, he could actually get the Bene Alliance, Bene Friendship as well in Spices Low. So, oh my god, Hasimir actually somehow, you know, from behind has been able to pull off this game. Because I think I mean, if I was Hasimir, I'm probably gonna go, oh wow, the block on the 3 spice block here, which actually isn't even a block to be fair. It's a good play for a Rumber because Rumber actually does get he gets value from that spice. He gets to go, you know, Arrakis Revolting. Yeah, it looks like Rumber is gonna be going for the Arrakis Revolt play here. Maybe look to Worm. Siege. This is gonna be a spy on Haga. Interesting. Okay, spy on Haga. Rumber doesn't have High Council, but Rumber's probably just going to be going to maybe gather support to buy rapid dropships. I don't hate that play. But the problem is, like, what does he do with rapid dropships, though? Like, he's probably guaranteed to win the combat anyways. He has Charismatic for 6 Persuasion, which is guaranteed because, oh yeah, even if he plays 2 cards, as long as he reveals convincing argument, you know, prepare the way in 1 Persuasion card, he's going to have 6 Persuasion. So Training Depot is going to proc. And he's going to probably win this combat. He's currently already in the lead. He's already on, what, 6 points? If Rumber wins this combat, it's a match from 7. He gets 2 influence on whatever faction he wants. So that's 8. Spices Slow, and then 3 spice for a point, 9? If he wants a Spice this round, that is game. It is a round 6 game. We're gonna be seeing a round 6. We might be seeing a round 6 game here if people don't stop Rumber Vernius from winning this combat, or not even win this combat. If somehow Rumber needs to find a Diplo. If Rumber can find a Diplo, he can just go to like Deliver Supplies, or even go to like, you know, Bene and maybe try to take the alliance on Bene. This is gonna be an espionage play from Hasimir, it seems. No, Dutiful Service. Interesting. He's gonna Dutiful Service first. Tries to find his keys to power, which is lovely. He's gonna pick the Harvest. He's gonna pick the Highliner contract, and I think he's gonna go Secrets Highliner. Is that the plan? Huh. Interesting. Because he can still go. I mean, to be fair, he can still go High Council and just rapid dropships that way. Yeah, I don't hate that either. This also works for Hasimir because if Hasimir wins this combat, right? If Hasimir absolutely max deploys in this combat with the rapid dropships, right? I think he still has enough spice to maybe pull off the 3 spice for a point. Oh yeah, he for sure does. He for sure does. Yeah. So if Hasimir it gets a spices this round, right? He gets what, 6 points, he picks up this combat 7, 3 spice for point 8, and then a bump on probably Emperor is gonna be 9. He's literally one bump away from ending the game if Hasimir wins this combat. And so is Romber, by the way. Romber is also one bump away from ending the game here if he wins the combat. So as a matter of fact, I mean, the winner of this combat is going to actually determine who's going to win the game here. If Romber wins this combat, he's going to win the game. Oh, actually, I just realized, except contract taken from Esmar here, that means I mean, he gets to got another contract, which is probably irrelevant because, well, he needs to pick up transports. And the best part about it, he found his Sardaukar coordination access. His Sardaukar access. So he actually goes to Sardaukar this round and is gonna have to contest, and is gonna get contested on that alliance by Hasimir, or I guess Hasimir gets to contest Esmar on the alliance. I don't know how it is, but one of them is gonna go contest. Oh my God, Romber goes to Haga and finds a spice missile. Oh my God. This is 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my God, he does have 9 persuasion right now. If Rumber just draws a card here, he gets to 9 persuasion. The question is, how does he draw a card? Arrakis Revolt, is that the plan? Oh, Rumber has the game in his hands. Rumber wins his game right now, right? He goes to Arrakis Revolt to Arakeen. He draws a card. He could actually reveal Arrakis Revolt, right? He has 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 persuasion with his charismatic. He could actually play something like Prepare the Way to Arakeen and deploy and still get Spice Missile here. Oh my God. Yeah, he gets Spice Missile here. Okay, High Council from, so I guess Hasimir's had it with Rumber here. Hasimir's more than happy to just go High Council here. Is probably gonna rip the combat. Is that what the plan is? The thing is, I think he's still losing to Romber Vernius here, though. I think Romber's got it, right? Because Romber gets to reveal another 5 swords on reveal. He's gonna go to 21 strength, and this is gonna be a round 6 finish from Romber here, right? I mean, rapid drops. Oh my God, the absolute dream. Oh my God, this is great. Oh my God, now this combat is really, really close. Wow. Now this combat is really, really close. Because, okay, Hasimir gets a 2 spice, which is nice. And he deploys in everything. He can deploy in everything. Yeah, because he's gonna deploy in everything. He's gonna go for 14 strength here. And he does have desperate for, some more. He has desperate for some more strength as long as he trashes a card. And has to throw a commander in, by the way. Which actually is very doable, assuming he just goes to he trashes a card somehow. Which shouldn't be too difficult because he has a ring in his hand. But he could also I think what he's probably gonna do is just trash his ring. He's gonna recall a spy here. Oh my God, he's gonna recall a spy here. What a top deck from Hasimir here. He gets 2 more troops in. That's gonna get him up to 18 strength, it seems. Right? He's currently on 14. He's gonna go to 18. And then he's gonna have Desperate for 21. And then he's gonna also have a commander for 23. So I think at best Hasimir gets to 23 strength here. No, not 23, because he can also go to something like Siege and actually trash. He can get a troop in. He can get a troop in as well. So Hasimir can go to Siege, trash his ring, get a troop into the combat, deploy the commander and Desperate, and he would be on what? He's currently on Desperate 21. Troop in 23. He'd go to 25 strength. So Hasimir can get to 25 strength here. The question is 25 strength going to be enough? Because Romber right now can reel for +5, which is already 21. And if Romber goes to Arakeen, he gets to 20. Oh my God, Romber doesn't get it there. If Romber goes to Arakeen, he only gets to 23. No, sorry, he gets to 23. By the way, looking at this combat, we see another ape who's joined the combat too, and he has nothing but combat intrigues. Oh my lord, we have the absolute battle of the apes here. We have 3 people who have the Chrysknife combat match. So, everybody really wants to win this combat. And the fact is, Hasimir has just gone to Sardaukar coordination. He's drawn a card off of Chomp Transports. He has another agent which can go to Imperial Privilege, and he can probably cycle out his Spring the Trap, or he can keep his Spring the Trap, right? And the thing is, he can also try to win the combat because this is a 5-sword intrigue, a 5-sword card. This is 3 swords. This is already 8 swords. Hasimir's already on. Esmar's already on 12. If he gets he gets to reveal for another 8. He gets to 20. He gets a contingency plan for 23. He actually beats both Hasimir and Rumber in the combat. Wow. So but the problem is he doesn't really actually get much spice back from this combat. So it's he doesn't get much value from the combat. He gets a match and a bump, which is probably going to be an Emperor, what I'm expecting, right? Wow, so this combat is actually really, really close. Okay, so wow, he's gonna go in to get the. He misses Spiceless 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know why you wouldn't go there with your prepare the way. He finds an intrigue though. Oh my god, that's a three-sword intrigue right now is huge. It's not even three-sword intrigue, it's more, right? Because he can actually spawn the commander for 3 as well. He plays this, he spawns the commander for 3. Oh, I guess it's the same either way, but he gets 1 Solari and a commander compared to just the 3. Oh no, I think you should be playing your contingency plan because your commanders were 3. Right, he gets to 21 right now. So not 21. Romber is currently on 18 strength as well, right? 18 plus continuously is 21, and then Arachnus World is 24. And then Trinity plus 26. So actually Romber gets to 26 strength. But thing is, he loses the combat to Esmar now. Because Esmar, if he wants to, can as well Desperate. So Esmar currently goes to 23 right now, right? We know. So not 23. He goes to 20 with his just reveal of Imperial Shock Trooper and base spoils. That's already 20. Then he can Desperate for 23, and then he has like 7 swords behind for like 30 as well. Like if Esmar wants to win the combat, there's nothing the players can do to stop him. Yeah, and I think Hasimir's having to consider to go to siege here and having to trash his ring, which doesn't feel good because, well, I mean, I guess he could trash his Diplo because his ring does basically what Diplo does. But yeah, it looks like he's probably gonna go to siege here. He's gonna tactics. Okay. Oh, I guess this also works. Yeah, tactics also works. He gets a bump up on Fremen now. I would have considered going siege just for the water, but and maybe go research it next round. Personal preference still. He's gonna put the troop in. He's gonna put this guy. He's gonna go hammering on 25 here, but unfortunately, that is not gonna be enough because Romber is gonna get to 26 strength. But that's also not gonna be enough because Esmar is gonna get a 27 strength, if not 30. Oh my god. Yeah, if Hasimir wanted to win this combat because that's just like 3 points for him, right? And all he has to do next round is just go Bene and Spices Low and he ends the game. But it doesn't matter. I think this might go to round 8 because of this combat. Because, well, Esmar wants to win the combat, but the question is, how does he win it? He doesn't have access to siege. How does he deploy troops? To be fair, he doesn't need to deploy. He doesn't even need to deploy. He wins this combat without deploying. That's crazy. Oh yeah, Esmar could win the combat without deploying. He's gonna go to secrets, I would assume. Yeah, he's looking for intrigues here. What is he trying to put into his hand? He finds Shadow Alliance, which is actually really good in the case that he accidentally loses the alliance, the Emperor Alliance to Hasimir. Wow. Oh my God. Wait, I'm so confused. Wait, hold up. Why did Esmar go to secrets first? I think Esmar should have gone to refinery first, right? He gets his right. Oh my God. If Esmar had gone to refinery first, he would have actually had what was that? He would have had the Solari. He would have gotten 7 Solari, right? And then he could have gone to secrets with his contingency plan and then bought in the Spice Slow, right? And put the Spice Slow in his hands. But then he might not be reeling for 6 persuasion, and then he might be losing the combat then, right? I guess he could also wait instead of buying the Spices though. He could also just buy Imperial Throne Ship, which would have gotten him. Well, he wouldn't be able to get a Spices though then, but he would get like a bump up on Emperor, which is still pretty efficient. Yeah, I would have considered maybe going to Refinery as Esmar and then going to like Secrets afterwards. Huh. Easier flag, that's why. So Esmar is currently Romber is gonna win this combat. Or not win this combat. Romber's gonna get an Emperor bump. And as of right now, Romber is gonna win the combat, but Esmar could have some tricks up his sleeves. I mean, I guess Hasimir has to desperate here because, well, if he doesn't, I mean, little does he know that, you know, Romber has just found a combat intrigue, so crazy stuff here. He's gonna have to dash desperate here because he deployed everything in. He has to pull it off. Yeah, I guess I also understand why Asmar didn't go refinery. Asmar didn't go refinery because I guess he thinks that Rumber missed Spice and Slow, which is a crazy, crazy thing because Rumber has the potential to have Spice and Slow. But yeah, I mean Rumber's currently in the lead here. What is Asmar up to? What is Mr. Tuick up to? Because if Armor wins this combat, he gets a bump up on Emperor, which is 1. He gets a bump up on Spacing, which is 2. He wins the combat, which is a match, and 3 spice per point. He does end the game this round because of the Emperor bump. So he's happy with having 7 Persuasion here because he's fine with getting the Emperor bump. Oh my god, that's also, I forgot, that's also another path for Rumber to end it. But that's assuming that, the rest of the table just rolls over. When I say rolls over, I mean, when I say the rest of the table, I'm literally specifically talking about Esmar Tuik. If Esmar Tuik just rolls over here, then yes, the game does end. But else, we continue onwards, right? And Esmar is probably going to be discarding his Spring the Trap, I would assume. Maybe not. Maybe he discards Shadow Lance. Maybe he gets rid of Shadow Lance. That's not a bad idea. He's going to get rid of Spring the Trap here. Or Shadow. Either one's fine. Robert's trying to hit 6 persuasion. Esmar's trying to hit 6 persuasion here. Because he needs to be able to get out he needs to get the Solari to be able to pull off War Chest. And he doesn't want to use this because then he loses 3 swords. Oh my god. Wow. So I think Esmar just has to go Refinery here, right? He goes Refinery. He puts in 2 troops. He gets to a total of what is that? Plus 2. Gets to, he's currently on 12. He gets to 14, 16. He reveals for plus 8. Gets to 24, and then he just has a bunch of combat intrigues that he beats. He just wins with the Desperate. He doesn't have to play his combat intrigues. He can actually retreat as well. Oh my god, yeah. Esmar should just be going Refinery here. Please. Just go Refinery. Throw in your commander. You don't even have to throw your commander in. You could just win. You could win the combo without throwing the commander in. But the problem is, if you throw everything in this round, what are you gonna do the next round? Because next round, who's set up to win the combat? As a matter of fact, Loki, Tessia might be in a pretty good position next round. Because, well, look at her intrigues, right? She has nothing but combat intrigues. She has unexpected allies, which is lovely. She has a nice little Counselor's Ambition that she can maybe look to go research stationing with, and then she also has a 3-sword intrigue. But also Asimir might be in a pretty good spot himself because he can go buy invasion ships. Rumber might be interested in buying invasion ships, right? There's a lot of things that are happening here. Rumber might be interested in buying invasion ships. Hasimir could definitely be interested in buying invasion ships because he, has rapid dropships himself, so he can go invasion shipsing. He is going to be on 24 strength here, and this is going to be super close because if he just trashes Desperate, he wins the combat. In all behold, he is going to be winning this combat, and we are going to be going to another round. So Esmar did not just roll over and die, which is lovely. But he does need to complete these contracts, by the way. He does. If he wants to have a chance in this game, he needs to complete these contracts. He's definitely going to go Arakeen next round, which I'm expecting. The question is, what else does he do? Okay, he wins the combat. He worked hard for it. And now he gets a second spy down, which is probably going to be the spy on... I don't know where he spies, actually. He knows he has a Diplo next round, so I guess he might spy on Bene just for Diplo access, because he maybe go secrets next round and just not get stolen from. But oh my god, Hasimir totally wants to go secrets next round if he finds access, and he most likely will. Oh wait, no, he doesn't. He can't find access. His next cards are convincing, Dune, Dagger, and I think Sardaukar Standard. Convincing, Dune, Sardaukar Standard. I was almost right. I forgot about Bombast. That's right. So Bombast. Forgot about that one. Okay, so Hasimir starts us off here. He is probably going to be looking to go Emperor, maybe? No, he wants to somehow go... He wants to buy invasion ships. That's the plan. He wants to buy invasion ships and maybe try to win the combat here. That might be an alright plan. I don't know what it's up to, but... as a matter of fact, everybody's kind of sitting on the same amount of points. As Romber's kind of in the lead here with 6. Hasimir's on 5. Esmar's on 5. And Tessia is unfortunately on 3. So I don't exactly know how Tessia is gonna really come back into this game, but if she does, it'd be a really good comeback story. The combat does not match for her. She buys Ornithopter Fleet, by the way. I didn't even notice, but she bought Ornithopter Fleet. I guess she wants to buy a future match. Oh my god, the High Council contract shows up. Oh my god, Esmar is loving life here. Oh, but the problem is, how does Esmar actually get the High Council contract? He can't. Oh my god, Esmar can't get the High Council contract. But he can't complete the high. To be fair, he can't complete the High Council contract. He just goes to Eric Keen. He draws a couple of cards, and then he just plays contingency plan, and then goes High Council. So like Asmar is probably fine. Like he just draws like 1, 2, 3 cards here, which is probably okay, right? And then he plays contingency plan, goes to High Council. He buys whatever he buys. He completes another contract, which is gonna get him the contract point, which is gonna get him to 6 points. He probably gets the spices this round, which is gonna be 7. Um, and then he gets the Benny bomb, which is 8. The question is what like he gets to add best like 8 points this round, right? Yeah, he's gonna play the contingency plan. How does he get a spice missile though? I just realized him getting a spice missile is actually kind of difficult. Also, his access is realistically only going to like Emperor and Fremen. It's like his access is like Emperor and Benny, but he already has the alliance on Emperor, and he doesn't really. Does he really want to go up on Benny again? I guess he might want to. Research station from Tessia Bernice here. She is trying to go for the combat here. She does obviously we know as expected. She does have the water for Counselor's Ambition into Unexpected Allies, so she can spawn a worm here. The thing is, even if she spawns a worm, what does that do for her? Right? I mean, she spawns a worm in. I mean, congrats, right? She gets one more. She gets to double the combat rewards on this. She gets to score 3 points in this round. Maybe she gets a spicy slow this round for 4. Maybe she can get a spacing bump for 5. Right, and she gets to get like what? She goes from like 3 to 8. Again, like I think Tessia's max points might be like 5 to 8 as well. Like this is tough. Is Rumber gonna end this game? That's actually I didn't even look at that, but is Rumber gonna end the game here? It doesn't look like it, right? I mean, he has the end game match, so he is currently sitting on 8 points. Spicy Slow is gonna be 9, but the question is like, how does he like? Where's the end, right? Like Spicy Slow is gonna be 8 real points. Oh, Sardaukar right now from Hassimir. He's gonna try to rip the combat with a Sardaukar right now. He did go accept contract and pick up the Sardaukar contract, so it does make a little bit of sense. Um, he finds change allegiances huge because now that's just a change. Now he can just go down on Fremen to go up on spacing and take the Emperor Alliance. Good lucky for Esmar, he doesn't actually lose the point because he also just has Shadow Alliance, right? War Chest here, Shadow Alliance here. We have contingency plan, Counselor's Ambition, which she does proc. She does Unexpected Allies, so she procs both these and like for 3 swords and a worm. Contingency plan again on Rumber and a change allegiances on Hasmir. So Hasmir finding his ring is actually really, really good because he can actually go to something like Secrets, and be trash a card. Oh wait, I mean the question is who's gonna win this combat? Because realistically, Rumber could also try to win the combat here, right? If Rumber ends up hitting Highliner, he can get a spicy slot. 3, 5, 7, 8. He goes to like Assembly Hall, gets 9 persuasion. I mean, if Rumber Highliner's here and throws a commander in, and then he goes to Assembly Hall, doesn't Rumber just win the combat? Like then he doesn't need to then he gets a spicy slow and he scores 2 points off the combat and it's a match, right? Because he gets Canny online, he gets a spicy slow, he also gets Train Deep online. Like if Rumber goes Highliner here, what happens? Let's think about it. Rumber goes Highliner for 14 strength, not 14, 16 strength actually, right? If Rumble goes Highliner, for what I expect is going to be what 16 strength. It's not 17. Oh my god, it's not 16. It's 17 because his commanders are worth 3. So he goes to Highliner for 17 strength. Then he has contingency plan for 20. He reveals his Piter for 21, right? Um, right. He also has Training Depot for 23. And then he can also buy forbidden weapons. He does have a negotiator. Oh my god, yeah. Robert can buy Robert can spend his negotiator to buy forbidden weapons, and he still gets a spice missile actually. Oh my god, yeah. So Rumber actually is in a pretty good spot to win this combat. And Rumber would end the game. Rumber should be going Highliner here. If I was Rumber here, I'm going Highliner. I'm gonna, argue that my intrigues are pretty good, and the fact that I've set up so well here is gonna be worthy enough to me to take it down. All Rumber needs to go is either go, privilege or go High Council, and he's still, and he gets forbidden weapons. And he can go down on whatever faction. He can go down probably Emperor, because he doesn't really need Emperor anymore. Oh wow, he solidifies the alliance. But now that leaves options for Hassimir to go and take the alliance from Romber Vernius instead of taking it from Shaddam or from Asmar. Interesting. Oh my god, there's an alliance chase on Fremen from Tessia? That is interesting. Wow, okay, so even if Rumber does win the combat here, he doesn't end the game. Unless he puts down 2 spies, which isn't really in his range right now. What does Romber do here? What does he put aside? Does he go Haga here? What does Romber do? Does he go Siege into Haga? Does he go like Highlander? What is Romber up to? This combat is really, really cheap, guys. This combat is really, really cheap for a round 7 combat. To be fair, we saw an absolute war last round. By the way, how did Esmar go with Dutiful? Oh, he just went to Dutiful. That's right. He just went to Dutiful. And he's gonna go to High Council right now. He's gonna get a Spiceless. He's gonna draw 2 cards. Draw 3 cards maybe. He does buy Rapid Drop. Sorry, he goes Privilege right now, and he buys Forbidden Weapons, which is the perfect plan. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're gonna see a beautiful game this round. The question is, how does Rumber end it? Because Tessia might take the Alliance here. Hassenry could take the Alliance. Oh my god. Yeah, Forbidden Weapons. I mean, I'm surprised that oh, I just realized I'm surprised that Esmar didn't go Privilege, but I realized he needs to go High Council to complete the contracts. That gives Romber the opening to go Privilege, and he buys Forbidden Weapons, and he's gonna go down an Emperor, which makes sense, and he is gonna go Highliner, and he is gonna win this combat. Oh my god, 23, 25 strength should be good enough here. Not only that, he also has another action to take. Maybe he can even solidify his alliance on Fremen. Oh well, I feel like that's a little bit out of his range actually. He needs to go like, I don't know, he needs to go like, oh, bump up on Fremen. Oh my god, it is a bump up on Fremen. And he takes the alliance. Oh my god, Romber Vernice is not going to be ending this game. Can Hasmer end it? Hasmer, oh my god, I didn't realize Hasmer has an endgame intrigue. Oh my god, he went to Secrets. Hasmer just went to Secrets and he found it to endgame intrigue. If Hasmer now gets to Spiceless Low, he gets to 9. Can he get double? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. Oh my god, he's so close from the double. Wow, Hasmer can get to 15 points here. Sorry, 15 persuasion, which is not enough. High Council taken from Esmar. He's gonna complete both of his contracts, which is gonna draw him 2 more cards. He already draw 1. He picks up his alliance. He picks up his agent. He needs to draw 2 cards. He picks up the bump on Bene. He scores 1 and 2. Okay, nice. And that's kind of about it, right? That's all he can do. I mean, Spices Low is probably going to be guaranteed from Esmar. That's going to get him to 7. And then an endgame point is going to be 8. So he's currently Esmar's currently on 8 points. Tessia is really trying to struggle her way to find like this to find a point here, or try to maybe win this combat. But unfortunately, she's not even going to be coming close here, right? Unless she goes Highliner. But if she goes Highliner, then I mean, if she goes Highliner, she wins the combat. But she can't even go Highliner. She's 1 spice away from Highlinering. So what is it? She also ended up taking a bump up on Fremen, which feels even worse. I guess she has Signal Range. She can always bump down on Fremen to go up on like probably spacing at this point. A 3-point Tessia feels really, really bad. I guess she's probably gonna have to go to like Siege, I guess. Right? Siege, Erikine, redraw, gather support. What is gather support? Yep. There, makes sense. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, she has 9 persuasion. So what is gather support? I don't fully understand gather support. Tessia scores her 4th point. Lovely. She gets a spiceless, so she scores her 5th point. I mean, Rumber should just be highlinering here. Like, to be fair, he could win the combat without highlinering, right? Because he has so many daggers on reveal. Oh my god, can Rumber actually Rumber actually put down 2 spies here? No way, right? Yeah, there's no way. There is no spy drones. I thought that was spy drones, but apparently it's invasion ships. So Rumber is probably gonna have to just go to. Oh, I guess he might go to 2x Siege first. He might go to 2x Siege to draw because he wants to make sure that he actually is gonna be drawing a card that gives him a Spices Slow. Which is basically guaranteed, right? He's trashed basically everything except for maybe a Spices Slow. Does he have a Spices Slow in his deck? He doesn't have a Spices Slow in his deck. So he's guaranteed to hit if he goes to 2x Siege here. But it's just a matter of he can only get to 9 points because his combat is only worth, 3 to him. Or sorry, not even 3, 2 to him. So Spices Low and 2 points is only 9. But how does he get 10? Does this give Hasmir the option of? Does this give Hasmir like the potential to win the game here? I mean, Esmar's probably gonna have to retreat for an intrigue here. Esmar, by the way, does have a lot of potential. Maybe next round, like he's also on 8 points right now. Next round, he can go up on. I don't know if he's gonna take the Fremen Alliance. It's a little bit out of his range. To be fair, Romber could also try to win the combat next round, right? Like if he does not to win the combat this round, he can just try to win the combat next round because he does have another bump on. He has another bump on the Fremen that he can give up as well. Like Romber can actually go to something like 2x Siege, get the draw, and next round go to something like Siege Tower, break the wall, and then like buy invasion ships, right? And then he can go to like Warming. This round, all he has to just go Highliner. Just go Highliner. Like you're guaranteed to win the combat. You have 2 actions here. I guess you're worried maybe. Wow, interesting. 2x Siege, but just not with the right card. Why would you not go there with your Dune? You get a Spice of Slave because you have a commander, which is guaranteed. You give Asmar. Oh my god, you give Asmar the Solari as well. Jesus, look at that. Asmar is so happy. But the problem is he can't actually take his Price as an Object anywhere. Oh my god, he would have loved Price as an Object to take somewhere. Oh my god, because then he could have bought the commander. He could have bought the contract card. By the way, this is a point for him. Oh no, he's 1 Solari short. That doesn't matter. Looks like Asmar is gonna draw. He's gonna. He finds. Oh my god, he does find a 2 persuasion card, which was, low odds, but he got there. Is he trying to? Is he trying to skimp the combat? What's happening here? Is he trying to skimp the combat? He might be. 12 persuasion from Hasimir here. Oh my god, wait, he's on 12. So we could actually recall 2 5s for 17. He gets only. Oh my god, I didn't count right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 13. Oh wait, no. He only gets to 15. That's right. I counted right on 15. Right, I counted right because this only is +3. Right, so he could get a 15 points here. Actually, you know what? He might actually go for the 15 points here. Because this is another point for him if he ends up pulling it off, which shouldn't be too difficult as long as nobody goes to Haga Basin next round, right? I mean, is that going to hinder his Spice abilities? I don't think so. He was 2% short from being able to pull it off. But he has to give up 2 spies to pull it off? Yeah, he has to give up 2 spies. There we go. And reveal Steersman. Oh my god. Is Steersman of use to anybody? It could be used to Romber. Because Romber could try to take... Oh my god, Romber could actually get Steersman and try to go for the Spacing Alliance instead. Yeah, that might be a better plan for Romber. Because he gets a Solari to like go High Council, possibly. Actually, I have no idea what Romber's up to. I was always thinking like, oh, I know what Romber's gonna do. Romber's gonna go Highliner. Romber's gonna win the combat. That seems like the plan. But the more that I look at it, it doesn't look like Romber's trying to go for the combat anymore. Like he's supposed to one commander, and he has a Spice Slow in his hands. 3, 5, 7, 9. But like, what does he do? Two, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, I mean, Erikine from Asmar here. He does have a bunch of Emperor cards. So like he's ruling Sardaukar Coordination for what? Well, 1, 2, 3 swords itself. So Sardaukar Coordination is 2 persuasion and 3 swords. Is Beast Pulse is 3 as well. Dagger's 1. So he has a 7 sword reveal. And he's gonna have Solari on play as well. So he can actually go to 7 plus a troop in from what I'm expecting to be his Shaddam's favor. So he's gonna throw a troop in from Shaddam's favor. I don't know why. Wait, why would you not go Erikine there? What the hell? Why would you not go Erikine? Erikine's a troop. I mean, if you're trying to win the combat, then go troop heavy, right? I don't know why. Why not? Don't fully understand Haga. I would have just gone Erikine there, right? Maybe you find your shock trooper, right? What are the odds you find shock trooper? 1 in 4, and you find another like 8 swords. Or is that 6 swords? I guess. Yeah, it'd be 6 swords. You could find another 6 swords there. He's gonna put the troop in. I mean, you should throw your commander in if you're gonna go for the troop, right? Like throw the commander in, you get another 4 strength in, right? And then you get to deploy, and then you get to have another 7 swords on reveal, right? Which is gonna be I mean, you get another 7 swords on reveal, which is gonna be plus 11, and then the commander is gonna be plus 15. Is gonna be 15, and then war chest is gonna be plus 9. Is gonna be 19 strength. I don't know. 19 strength is not going to be enough here, but I mean, as long as Rumba highliners, by the way. But to be fair, with how cheap this combat's going, Rumba might not even need to highliner here. Spices from Tessia, does she rip it? She does rip it. Oh my god. She is gonna rip this combat. Unfortunately for her, she is not in position to win this combat. She has just broken the wall for Esmar from Rumba Vernius, and he is going to be more than happy to go Haga base in next round. I mean, to be fair, he can also just go Haga base in next round with his and break the wall with Araxis Volt. That's also another option. And that's gonna be 19 strength from Tessia, but that's not gonna be enough. Rumba has to go Highliner here, right? Rumba goes Highliner, and he picks up Steersman, buys Steersman, and he gets another spacing point. I assume he probably goes Highliner with his Imperial Throne Ship, right? Because he gives up the Persuasion, right? But it's fine because he gets the Persuasion back anyways. He gets to have 8 Persuasion, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 Persuasion, which is actually enough. So Rumba should be going Highliner with his Throne Ship, I would expect, and then he is gonna end up with probably 8 Persuasion. Is gonna probably take the bump up on spacing, and then once he takes the bump on spacing, that's an alliance, which gets him another point, but he gives up a Spice Slow. And he also sets himself up for like future commanders next round. Like he gets the Solari he needs. So I don't know. I feel like Highliner with your Throne Ship probably makes the most amount of sense. Because you're probably gonna win this combat pretty cheaply. Like you have +5 swords on reveal, and if you have +5 swords on reveal, like just Rumber with his normal commander is on what 3, 5 strength. 5 strength with Piter is gonna be 9. Wait, what? Finds opportunism. Oh my god. Gets another intrigue counterattack. Okay, that's lovely. Opportunism is actually a point for him. Oh my god, opportunism is a whole point for him. Is he trying to buy flagship? Is he trying to end the game through flagship? 3, 2, 4, 6. So yeah, it looks like it might be a flagship play. Flagship for what? The bump up on. I mean, he gets a point from flagship. He's currently on what? 7 points, 6 points. So he gets a spicy low 7. Flagship 8. Opportunism 9. Where is his 10th point? He's again 1 point. He's literally 1 point short from being able to take the 10th point. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I mean, Rumber is not going to be buying flagship here. What is he looking to buy? I'm so confused about what Rumber is doing here. Is he just letting Tessia win this combat for free? No, he's gonna buy flagship. Okay. I mean, it's not bad to pick up flagship because he does have like infinite Solari coming like this next round. Taking his time here, Rumber. He has 2 intrigues. He's kind of trying to figure out how he can end the game, but I believe he's just 1 point short from ending it. Because he has what, 3, 5? Yeah, he has 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 persuasion. Sorry, it's 3, 5. Because the Thornship is 3 for him. That's right. Thornship is 3 persuasion. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. I mean, what a crazy game. I mean, I was expecting Rumber to win this combat. I mean, it's a match for him. He also maybe can get Steersman. He gets another intrigue. Oh my god, you know what's crazy? If Rumber had actually gone for the path to Highliner with Opportunism, he would actually maybe, and if he found Opportunism, well, he couldn't have Highliner with Diplo then. He would have to Highliner with Throne Ship, and then only would he get the intrigue. Oh my god, wait, that would work though, because then he just buys Steersman, takes the bump on spacing, and then he just goes down 2 on Fremen, and then he goes back, yeah, then he goes 2 down on Fremen. Oh my god, if Rumble had gone Highliner with his Throne Ship, he would have had the game he would have had the game, right? Because he would have scored 2 points from the combat, right, which would have been the match, and that would have gotten to 8. He would have bought Steersman for the bump up on spacing, which would have procced Stellarii for Opportunism to go down on Fremen. Yeah, because he would have scored the spacing point, which is 1, 2 points from combat, 2, and then he gets opportunism, which is 3. So Rumber actually, if he had gone Throne Ship to Highliner, then Rumber would have actually won the game on the spot. But instead he chose to go. It looks like he's choosing to go flagshipping. Yeah, maybe it looks like it might be a flagship play. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of whatever's Romber's up to right now. I think going Highlander might have been the better play there. I mean, especially look at your intrigues, right? Yeah, he's gonna eventually settle down and pick up flagship here. Oh, maybe they pinged me. Did they ping me? I forget something. Oh, sorry. Did they ping me or something? I didn't even realize. Oh, they were. He was in the tank. Okay, okay, that's fine. Uh, all right. Okay, so Robert is gonna deploy troops in this combat. He is looking to try to maybe win the combat here for cheap, and he gets the spices. But the thing is, if he wins this combat, he actually does end the game. But oh my god, wait, he does end the game. Oh wait, no, he doesn't because Knight also. Oh, sorry, Tessia also has 3 swords. Oh my god, so we're gonna be in the same position of Tessia has 3 swords, Romber has 3 swords, and neither of them is gonna. And the game goes one more round. So Romber was trying to figure out how he's gonna end the game. That's what it was. That's why he threw the commander in. Okay, that makes sense. He threw the commander in and counterattack for 5 strength instead of the typical 4. He's gonna pass. He's gonna look to end it right now. And unfortunately for him, there's just contingency plans all around here. We see 3 swords from Rumber here. There's gonna be 3 more swords um Tessia here. That means we go one more round. Tessia's gonna go up to what, 8 points? It seems. Yeah, Tessia's gonna go up to 8 points. Rumber's currently on 8 points. Hasimir's also on 8 points, and so is Esmar. Esmar is also on 8 points. Actually, Esmar goes to 9 points because he procs the endgame point. He procs this for the 10 solar endgame, which is actually kind of nice. He ends up retreating this troop in, which probably makes this decent bit of sense. It looks like he's gonna be picking up a contract here, which I would expect is gonna be the High Council. But yeah, it's gonna be the espionage contract, which makes sense. He might do espionage next round, right? Rumber has this nice little opportunism. We have battlefield research. It's also, oh my god, it's also a point for him. So both Esmar and Hasimir are currently on 9 points each with their endgames. Rumber is also on 9 points because of his matching endgame. So Tessia is on 8. So actually, Tessia is probably doing the worst, even though she won this combat for 3 points. That is crazy. Wow. Okay, so Tessia. The question is, how does Tessia end this game though? Like, to be fair, Tessia can end it, right? Tessia somehow has this position back. Like she somehow found a way back against all odds. I mean, I was expecting maybe Esmar to go in for the combat. I was expecting maybe Rumber to go in for the combat, but it looks like neither of them did. Oh my god! And Tessia wins the combat super super cheap in a game where she didn't deserve to win the combat. Oh my lord. Okay, so Tessia now has to take a bump up on spacing for 1. She needs to get a spices, which is 2, and then she needs to get a bump up on Emperor as well for 3. The question is, how does she do all 3 of those things? I mean, I assume she probably gets the bump up on spacing 1. The question is, she only gets to maybe at best 11, right? If she gets all 3 of those points, right? She gets spices slow, spacing, and Emperor. That's 11. The question is 11 going to be enough? Looking at this combat, it might not be, right? If Rumber wins this combat, he gets a match. Actually, the match is so irrelevant for him, right? He already has 2 alliances that he can take. Like, he can already, maybe he gets the alliance on Bene. If Rumber wins this combat, maybe he picks up the Bene alliance, there's 1 point. He already has an endgame match, which is 10, I guess. And then he buys a spice slow for 11, and then he would lose to Tessia on spice tie breaks. Oh my god. So what's Hasimir gonna do? Hasimir is gonna pick up his. Oh my god, Hasimir has no faction bumps. So Hasimir is gonna buy a spice slow for 9. He's gonna have an endgame point for 10, and hopefully try to find Chom transports or his Chom card for 11. What is Esmar gonna do? Esmar's currently on 9 points as well. He's gonna go to Arakeen. He's going to look to draw a couple of cards. He finds his Diplo, lovely. He's probably going to go to what I would expect is going to be Espionage to try to draw more cards to maybe find his, to get like Shadow Alliance off. Right? He's currently on 9 points. If Rumber gets if Esmar gets if our Esmar gets a Spices Soul, that is going to be 10 points, right? And then if he procs the Bene friendship or even the Fremen friendship, the Bene alliance or the Fremen friendship, he gets 11 points. The question is, how does he do it? I think he might be going to. I think he might want to try to win the combat. Actually, I think Esmar's plan might be to win the combat, which isn't a bad idea because he can go Highliner, maybe try to win the combat. But then again, Rumber's not going to be letting him win the combat cheaply, right? Rumber's not going to just like roll over, especially with flagship, training drones, training depot, and forbidden weapons. I mean, this is just the worst combat I could have flipped for Rumber Vernius here, and it kind of sucks, right? Because this is really bad for him. Rumber Vernius would be much happier with any other combat flipping because he already has a match. And any other combat would be at least 2 if not 3 points for him. This combat might be only worth 1 point to him. Rumber's probably just gonna go Haga here. Right. Maybe just goes Haga. Maybe goes Imperial Basin. There's actually interesting stuff. What happens? What does Rumber do here? I mean, he has commanders. He has Dangerous Rhetoric is probably gonna be played to take a bump up on maybe Fremen or take a bump up on Spacing for the Alliance. We have Keys to Power, which is not really that irrelevant, not that great right now. Because what does he even do with Keys to Power? Like, he can't even take the Alliance. Maybe he tries to go for the Spacing Alliance possibly, but he's just too slow. Maybe he goes Research. Maybe Hasimir goes Research Station first action for a Spice slow, but that only gets him to 9-10 points right now. Yeah, I mean, this game is actually really, really close between like all of the players. I mean, a lot of things have to go right for all of the players. Don't get me wrong. Like, Tessia needs to somehow get her influence on Spacing and needs to get the influence on Emperor, and then she would be able to, then she'd be able to win the game on 11, maybe. But that's still also not really guaranteed. Imperial Basin from Romber Vernius here. He's looking to maybe go like Refinery, possibly, with his Arrakis Road and try to, hammer down the combat, which gets him maybe 2 points with possibly the Bene Alliance and the Spacing Alliance. If he gets those 2 points off, that would get him to 10 points, and endgame would be 11. But then he would lose to whoever gets to 11, because they'll just have more spice than Romber Vernius here. This is going to be a secrets play? Dutiful service play. Interesting. Okay, I guess this is going to be a spy on Emperor? Research station contract. Interesting. I guess he's looking to go research station, which makes sense. Oh, he's trying to go research station to find... Oh my god, he's trying to find his card. He's trying to find his Chom card. And he does complete the contract, and it does proc, so he gets a Spice Still for 9, he gets Chom for 10, and he doesn't have an endgame for 11, so Raymond or Hasimir is back in this game. Yeah, as expected, Hasimir is going to be looking to Highliner here. Looks to win this combat because that gets him the bump up on Spacing, which is 1 point. Maybe he picks up a bump up on Fremen for 2. I mean, he currently is holding what? 2 endgames, right? He's holding 2 endgames, so he's on 9. Spice Still for him looks difficult. Yeah, it looks very difficult for him. Unless he goes Eric Keen. No, he can't go Eric Keen. I guess, okay, so Hasimir, sorry, not Hasimir. Asmar is holding 2 endgames. He's on 9, right? He wins his combat, he scores another endgame, 10. And he gets a Spacing a bump, 11. So it's actually a contest between Asmar and Hasimir, because if Asmar wins this combat, then he maybe gets to 11, because he wins the combat, he gets an endgame point for 8. He already has 2 endgame points himself for 9 and 10, and he gets an alliance on Spacing for 11. I mean, to be fair, even if he doesn't get the alliance, he actually does proc Shadow Alliance for the point anyway, so he actually ends up holding 4 endgames, which is going to be crazy to see. 4 endgames is crazy. We're going to see a bump down from Romber Vernius on, looks like he's going to go Privilege here, right? Maybe try to draw a couple of cards, maybe see what he draws into. Looks like he finds Chani, which is, okay, Chani's fantastic, and a convincing argument. Oh my god, you could not have asked for anything better here from Romber Vernius here. Can he get a Spices now is the question. And even if he does get a Spices, can he win the combat? Because in order for Asmar to win the game here, he needs to somehow win the combat, and also need to have his endgame point for 10 Solari, which, is definitely going to happen because he has Delivery Bay for the 10 Solari on reveal. But that means he can't throw in another commander, and he can't actually play those 4 swords. But the good thing is, even if he doesn't, he can just go to something like, I don't know, actually, he can't even deploy any troops in, right? Oh my god, there's no way Romber can even deploy. Or not, Esmar can't even deploy. Hasimir went research station, he draws 3 cards. He finds his Chome card. Oh my god, lovely. He finds Chome cards. He does have exactly 9 persuasion, so Hasimir is going to be getting to 11 points this round. I mean, if you're Hasimir, just deploy everything in, right? Just pick up, I mean, and, you know, just throw a commander in as well. I mean, you get Spice back. Just throw the commander in. And I think Hasimir might be taking this game down. It came down to the wire. I mean, there was like 3 different chances that players could have taken to win the game, but it looks like, I mean, Rumber missed the, I think Rumber could have just won the last combat pretty easily instead of trying to like skimp it out on like assembly hall. Tessia is somehow in position to win this game as well. If she goes to like, you know, shipping, high counts. I mean, if Tessia goes to shipping, right? She gets a bump up on. By the way, what's Tessia's second action? She went research station. Ah, okay. So 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, actually, Tessia can't even get a Spice Low. I guess Tessia can get to 10 points though. Tessia can go up to assembly hall and then buy hollow projectors. Right, hollow projectors is the card that allows you to discard a card to draw, and then she can discard her Spice Slow. And then once she discards a Spice Slow, she gets a Spice Slow guaranteed. Gets her to 10 points, right? And that's gonna be 10 points, and like probably what I would expect is gonna be like 3 Spice. Or not even 3 Spice. Oh yeah, because I think Hasimir might take the combat down. Or Hasimir might take the combat for 3rd place down. Wow, I mean, this is such a close game. I mean, Esmar himself is holding 2 endgames right now. Like, if Romer wins this combat, he gets like maybe 1, 2 points, right? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, Esmar needs to. Not Esmar, sorry. Romer needs to worm and also needs to find a Spice Slow. I don't know how he's gonna be doing all that. He also has opportunism, which is actually really useless for him. Because he already has a bump up on Emperor that he has to give up for Forbidden Weapons if he wants to proc that. And then... yeah, not exactly sure what Romber's game plan is. I guess he could go Refinery. Oh my god, is he going to go Refinery? Are we about to see a Refinery play? No, Assembly Hall for Intrigues? Oh, he just gave up 2 swords, that means. Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay. So that's, I mean, so that means that just guarantees that Esmar is not going to be winning this game. Because he just gave up 2 swords there. I mean, if I was Esmar there, I'm probably, I guess 3, 5, 6, 7. I guess he's looking for a combat intrigue. I think that's his only chance, right? He has to look for a combat intrigue more worth than 3 swords. And unfortunately, he didn't find any. So now Rumber is gonna not Rumber. Esmar is probably gonna win this game on. Oh, Assembly all got taken. Not only, oh my god, not only does he screw not only does he, you know, go Assembly Hall to not even hit Spice, he screws over Tessia. Tessia's gonna have to buy Hollow Pictures and hope to God that she finds a 2 persuasion card. Does she? That's the question. A convincing argument is the one thing that gets her there, I believe, and Maker Keeper. No, she doesn't find it. What were the odds? What were the odds? I gotta know what the odds were. What were the odds? 2. 2 and 7. 2 and 7 she could have gotten there. Let's see. 2 and 7 she could have gotten there. And unfortunately she didn't. Yeah, I mean, Hasimir ended up finding the contract card, so that's going to get him to 11 points for sure. So, well played from Hasimir. He's going to take this game down, and it looks like Rumber's probably going to get second here, and Tessia is probably going to be getting third. Oh, did Tessia take the bump, by the way? Oh, Tessia did take the bump. Tessia took the bump on Bene. Oh my god. She wants to take the bump on Bene for another intrigue. That's okay. You know what? That's smart. That is smart. She gets to spend 3 spice for another bump on Bene to take the alliance. Which is definitely an interesting choice because he spent 3 spice. But yeah, Robert's just gonna go worming this combat. He's gonna throw another commander in. He's gonna worm. I mean, yeah. I mean, this is all. There we go. Spend the spice. Yeah, I mean, this is also super interesting. I mean, Rumber wins this combat, but he doesn't get much value out of it, right? Like he gets what 1, 2 points if he gets the intrigues, and he can't even opportunism anyway. Yeah, you can't even opportunism. I guess Rumber is happy with just getting 1, 2 points, 10 points, and hoping that his end game gets to 11, but then he loses to Hasimir on spice tiebreaks. I guess unless he finds another top deck. To be fair, Hasimir Rumber does qualify for decent bit of end games. He qualifies for Hasimir goes secrets, and he does. Is that an end game point? Oh my god! If Rumber had gotten that end game point, he would. Oh my god! If Rumber had found this intrigue instead, he would have gotten the end game point. Oh my god! So, but yeah, I mean, this is just gonna be a game set match. Hasimir is looking to find a combat intrigue, or no, Hasimir is looking to find a bump intrigue. That's what it was. If Hasimir gets another bump, he actually gets the alliance ahead of Tessia. 8 persuasion, unfortunately for him. Oh wait, no, actually I forgot. 8 persuasion is good enough because he actually does get Searsman. Okay, so he gets the point that way. But the problem is like now that bump up on spacing doesn't really do anything because you were gonna get that from the combat if you were planning on fighting the combat, and it looks like he was planning on fighting the combat. But it doesn't even matter because he's gonna lose to Esmar anyways. But he does have 2 endgame points that gets him to 9 and 10. Shadowlines doesn't proc, so he gets to 10 points. You know what? Esmar did put up a good fight there. He gets to 10 points. Tessia unfortunately missed a spices, so she can't get to 10. She gets to 9, and that's gonna be it for Tessia. Tessia is unfortunately gonna get 4th in this game, but that's actually all right in terms of the rankings because Knight is currently on 10 points. Oh wait, no, it's not because she needed to win this game. Oh my god, she has 1 win, but she needed to win this game in order to make it through. Oh my god. Okay, so Devo K is probably gonna. I think Devo K might be eliminated here as well because he's not gonna win this game, and this was a must-game win for him too. If and it looks like Raymond is going to win this game. So Raymond goes to 10 points in 3 games as well. So this game is actually, this group stage is actually really, really close. Oh my god, this is going to be a crazy ending. So we go to Eric Keane here from, where do you go? He went Fremkid. Oh my god, actually, Fremkid actually gives him another point, doesn't it? Because he gets to 11 points. No, he gets to 12. Oh my god, Josh just gets to 12 points because that Fremkid play actually gave him the 12th point because that's another bump that he can use for opportunism. So he actually can get rid of forbidden weapons because he's gonna win this combat. Oh my god! Wow, well played from Josh. I fully missed the Chani line into opportunism. Yeah, because he can actually give up the bumps up. Oh wait, no, I can't. He can't because he actually doesn't even get 2 alliances anymore because both of the alliances that he wanted have gone away. Oh my god! So Josh at best only gets to 10 points as well, and he loses to Esmar on tiebreaks. Oh my god. So Devo K gets 2nd, Josh or Martel gets 3rd here. I guess, wait, no, he can opportunism, can't he? Yeah, Josh can opportunism down for 1 point. And then he wins this combat, which is another point. Wait, no, the combat is 0 points for him. Oh my god, the combat is worth 0 to him. He trashes forbidden weapons for what I'm expecting. I mean, he doesn't even have to be fair. The fact that he's literally 1 bump short from being able to take away any of the alliances. He was literally, oh my god, I feel so bad for him. He was 2 away from the Emperor alliance steal, right? He's 3 away from the Emperor alliance steal. He's 3 away from the spacing steal. He's 3 away from the Bene steal. He's 3 away from the Fremen steal. All he needed to do was pick up 1 more influence on any of those tracks, and he could have had an alliance for himself. Oh my god. And he missed Spices anyways. Not that it would have changed anything, because he was gonna miss anyways. He even found Piter for a lucky 8. It should have been 7 realistically at best, but yeah, I mean, it looks like Hasimir is gonna take this game down, so Raymond is gonna jump up to 10 points in 3 games here. This is crazy. Oh my god. Unless I'm missing something here. Because yeah, there's nothing I'm missing here, right? Yeah, there's nothing I'm missing. I mean, the only way this would have had changed is if Raymond hadn't gone to secrets, and then what would have happened is oh no, then Tessia would have found the endgame match instead. Tessia would have found Desert Mouse, which wouldn't have helped her either. So yeah, unfortunate for Josh. The combat really stinks. Unless he top decks something right now. Oh, he qualifies for Shadowlands, which we know that Esmar has. He qualifies for the match, which I believe 2 of them have already been played. So he only qualifies like 1 of them anyways. Right? Oh, no, he qualifies to both of the matches. Both of the matches he could have had. Doesn't qualify for secure. He qualifies for the 3 tech endgame, but we know Hasimir has that one. So a lot of his endgame outs were kind of taken from the other players. And unfortunate for Josh, he ends up getting 10 points. Esmar is on 10 points with 3 spies, so Esmar is going to take 2nd place here. Knight, Eidolon, and Tessia are going to get 4th here, and unfortunately, that's going to be the end of the tournament for Knight Eidolon here. Right? Yeah, because there's no way she can get to there's no way she can progress anymore. Oh my god, this is such a close group stage. Wow. I mean, Halo Dad, I mean, with with these results, Halo Dad is actually almost guaranteed to make it out of this group stage as first place now. Oh my god, wow. Well played from all of the players here. Super tight game, and there was multiple chances for all the players to go and win it. Which I think is what the best part about this game was, that all of the players had an equal chance to go and win it, but just unfortunately they just couldn't find that path. I mean, Highlander from Romber Vernius last round, he would have won the combat super easily, right? To be fair, he did have an end game. He did try to win the combat he tried to skimp it last round, and unfortunately, Tessie had an intrigue. Wow, super close game. Unfortunate ending there. But yeah, we will call it there. Thank you guys for joining me today. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. We'll catch you guys again on another Colosseum video. We'll see you guys later.